Hey guys, Johnny Polo with BMW of West St. Louis here. Today we're going to do something fun. We have a brand new 2020 2 Series Gran Coupe. We're going to take it for a spin and I'm going to show you all the nice features about it and we're going to discuss it as well. Let's do it. Hey guys, this is Johnny Polo with BMW of West St. Louis. Back here with the all-new 2 Series Gran Coupe. I have an M235i, which is absolutely amazing. It has 301 horsepower. The car feels amazing, it drives amazing. It's now 4-door, so this is the all-new design for the 2 Series, which I'm getting a lot of questions about. Performance-wise, I think the car handles and drives amazing. Of course, this is an M235, so it has the 4-cylinder engine, not the 6-cylinder that you guys are used to from the M240. But honestly, the car is so nimble. You don't hear much road noise in the car unless if you put it in sport mode, which I'm in right now. But that's the beauty of these cars, and especially with BMWs, because you can basically adjust it the way that you want. If you have it in comfort mode, it's going to be the softest setting for the car, and it defaults to it every time you turn on the car. And then if you put it in sport mode, which is the one that I'm in right now, basically it opens up the exhaust. It makes the steering wheel a lot more tighter. It makes the gas pedal a lot more responsive as well. So the car feels a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more powerful as well. This one right here has the M Sport seats. Those are optionals, and you can get them in black or you can get them in Magna Red, which both of them look amazing and they feel amazing. I'm a big guy and the seats hug me pretty well. I feel comfortable in them. They're not very tight and they're not very rough as well, so they're comfortable. But like if you're doing some cornering and things like that, they're amazing for that actually. Of course, even the normal seats, they're going to be softer a little bit. You can get the M seats as a standalone option, so it doesn't have to be in a package or anything. But it's a matter of preference, and I guess you have to try both of them and see which one you like better. 2020, basically, you have a choice to get the iDrive 6 and the iDrive 7. With the iDrive 7, you get the all digital instrument cluster and you get the remote engine start, of course with the navigation and everything. But they did give you that choice basically. If you live in an area and it's always nice outside and you don't need the remote engine start, an iDrive 6 would be perfect for you. You don't need to upgrade for the iDrive 7. But again, it's all a matter of preference. Now this car has heated seats, heated steering wheel. It's actually, I mean, loaded with nice features, but my favorite thing is the all-new ambient lighting on these cars. So you remember how it used to be a strip that goes all the way around the car and you can change the colors, the brightness and everything like that. With these cars now you have a mesh design that goes all around the car on the interior, and you can change the colors, the brightness, and it looks absolutely amazing, very futuristic. And now it's only integrated with the 2 Series Gran Coupe, and I think it's definitely something to check out. Of course, you're gonna have the same exact things that come on all the other BMWs, like for instance the voice command and the automatic headlights, automatic high beams as well. So if you're driving down on the road and it's way too dark outside, it will turn on the high beams for you. And then whenever it senses a car in front of you, it will turn off the high beams so it doesn't bother them. I think this is very neat with BMW. But definitely this car, I mean, when you look at the stats and everything and all the reviews online, it really stands out on the road. You get a lot of looks as well. It's not a car that basically everyone is used to seeing on the road. The tail lights on the back look exactly like an M8. So like every time I walk up to the car, I'm like, oh, that's a nice M8, and then it's a 2 Series Gran Coupe. And that's a huge statement for BMW because this is a 2 Series at the end of the day. And when you think about it, now they gave you the active blind spots, which you couldn't get on a coupe and you couldn't get on a convertible. So now you have it on the Gran Coupe. And then of course you have steering intervention as well in this car, and steering assistant, I mean. So basically whenever you go over a lane doing over 40 miles per hour, it will put you back in your lane, basically gently. So that's pretty neat on a 2 Series. Also, you didn't have that on the coupe, on the convertible as well, but you did have the lane departure warning. So basically on the coupe, on the convertible, it will vibrate the steering wheel, but on this one it will also put you back in your lane if you go over the lane without using your turn signal. So I think that's also pretty neat about this one. The old digital instrument cluster stands out as well. I mean, you have the navigation right in the center, so you don't have to look all the time at the iDrive. And then you can configure it, and then whenever you change the modes, if you put it in comfort mode, it's gonna go back to the normal mode. If you put it in Eco Pro, it will turn all blue, which is basically, Eco Pro is the most fuel efficient for the car, so it will save you the most fuel basically. And it depends on how you drive. If you drive very aggressively, I would keep it in comfort or sport, and if you drive a lot in the city, I would leave it in Eco Pro. It will help you with fuel efficiency for sure. If you guys have any questions about this car or any other BMW, please don't hesitate to reach out. Leave us a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. Have a wonderful day. Again, this was Johnny Polo. Take care. BMWs, and with the technology and everything, it kind of gets confusing to go through the iDrive system, even though it's actually pretty simple to use and it's a very user-friendly interface. But if you don't want to go through the iDrive and look up for a setting or something like that, you can always voice command things in BMWs and it will pull it up right away on the iDrive. And I feel like this is, I mean, it makes life easier basically, especially if you're driving and you don't want to look around and play around with the iDrive. So you just click the voice command button on the steering wheel, interior lighting settings,
interior lighting. Please continue using manual control.
And it pulls it up right away, so you can adjust it. You can adjust the colors, the brightness, and everything like that. Even if you want something else, like for instance doors and key or doors and access, you can just voice command it and it will pull it up. If you want to adjust the settings for your phone connectivity, or if you want to connect a phone or something, you can always voice command that. I feel like it makes life a lot easier, and I just wanted to share it with you guys as well. Alright guys, we're back. We're on a back road over here right next to the dealership, and I just wanted to take the car for a spin, see how it feels, how it handles. One thing that I like about it is the steering wheel. The 9 and 3 grips are amazing, and the 10 and 2 notches also are amazing. It feels comfortable in your hand. And we just noticed something, that basically whenever you put the car in sport mode, it honestly opens up the exhaust. So like, it does a burble every time you upshift. When you downshift, it pops and crackles. It sounds really good for a 4-cylinder. I mean, this is very impressive. This is excellent German engineering. So like, I'm in 3rd right now. See, I mean, you can hear the burble whenever you upshift. It hugs the corners pretty well. You can feel a little bit of body roll in the car, but with the xDrive system, it's just amazing. It's spot on. So this xDrive system is a little bit different than what you guys are used to. So with these cars, it's front-wheel drive biased. So basically, it's different for BMW. It's always been rear-wheel drive biased, but with this, it's basically an all-new configuration for BMW. And what they did is they made it front-wheel drive biased. That's the first thing. The second thing is, with the older ones, xDrive would be always on. So you don't have to turn it on, you don't have to do anything, and the car is always in all-wheel drive mode. But if the car feels a little bit of slippage or something like that, it will basically send power to different wheels to get you out of that slippery situation. With these cars, you always, so whenever you want the xDrive system to kick in, you always want to be on gas. So if you take your foot off gas, basically the car is front wheel drive. So as soon as you give it gas, it gauges the xDrive system, and it will do a 60-40 basically for power distribution between the wheels. And it actually, once you get used to it, and once you get to know the vehicle and the dimensions of it and everything like that, it makes sense, and you'll get used to it pretty quick. So if you're cornering, don't take your foot off gas, just downshift and give it a little bit of gas, and that would engage the xDrive system in it. And honestly, I mean, I got used to it, and I like the way it drives. I like the way it sounds. Again, I mean, I think this will be the ultimate daily driver for someone that wants a sporty vehicle and a luxury vehicle at the same time. Especially at this price point, I think you can't beat it with anything else. When you look at all the other competitors, well, definitely if you drive them back to back, this will be the winner for sure. And I'm not BMW biased. I've driven so many other cars and so many other brands, but you have to do the comparison yourself. Once you drive all the vehicles, I think this will be the winner for sure. Have a wonderful day.